Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. Welcome to 30 minutes of my day. I'm doing more work on a Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes, you can see there is painter's tape on the covers, front and back on both sides. And what my plan to do is I want to try, even though it's a fun little cartoon, I want to try and make it maybe a little bit elegant. I'm hoping that maybe it sort of becomes like not only a keepsake book, but a family coffee table type book that goes out and on display. And there's gold here around the lettering of Charlie Brown Christmas. And there's gold holly right there that I think is very pretty. And I've decided I am going to put more gold into it. And then I have changed my mind on the fabric since we last got together. I thought, okay, I'm going to relook over my fabric. This is such a challenge. These two colors right here are such a challenge to try and make an elegant Christmas journal out of these two colors. And you know what? I was up for it when I made the Tailor of Gloucester, and I am up for another Christmas color challenge again. And what I've decided to go for is this one. The creamy berries of the holly match. They're the exact color of this. And then there is black in it as well, because the background behind the holly, let me hold it up so you can see it. The background behind the holly is black. So that ties in the black. That leaves me with this, this challenging lime green. And I think my way around that is to literally separate it. And my way of separating it is I am going to put gold around here to pull out the gold that's in the title and the holly here. And then I have this, I love being able to turn to this trim that I have. It's sort of an ivory color with a tiny little sparkle of gold in it. And we're going to put that down there to give a little bit of space so that they can get along but still have their own space. That's the plan. And I'm hoping that the gold in here will go with that gold, and it's going to go with the gold that I'm going to put around the edges. I tried my usual inking and it was okay, but I just kept coming back to, this is going to be a Christmas journal, and I really would like it to be, to have a little sparkle. So, yeah, we're going to give it a try. And if I botch it up, well, the book was 50 cents. That's the way to look at it, right? If you don't try, you'll never know. So I've got my gilding wax out, and I need to, let's move some of these things out of the way. I hope the lighting is all right. It's really overcast where I am here today. And, but I don't want to turn on my really bright light. I have a ring light up there, but it's really bright. All right, I'm going to start with the opposite side here. Let me get some splotching paper. And let's just go for it. So I already tested that I could pull up the tape without damaging this book cover. I did a test of just laying it down, pressing it in place, and then peeling it back up. I'm going to have to peel it very slowly and carefully, but I should be able to do it. Fingers crossed, right? Everything we do is fingers crossed. I have a good feeling about this. I think this is going to look really nice. I'd like this up a bit higher. Oh, that's what I'll do. See, I think I've already, no, that's, I thought I'd already got some gold gilding wax on it. But I didn't, that's just stains. Because this book is 1965, so it's 5 years younger than me. Very excited. The Crown starts today. I've watched one episode, but I'm going to try and spread it out so I can enjoy it a little longer. But knowing me, tonight I will just get into it. So we'll see. All right, let's turn this. When I'm done with this, I do have the spine ready. I need to unwrap it off of the doweling. Hubby was wonderful this morning. He went and got the groceries for the week. We're trying to once again get a few things into stock just in case we go back into sort of a semi-lockdown stage. You know, if they start limiting again the number of people allowed in the store at a time, that sort of thing. All right, now let's start. Oh boy, you know what? I was brave. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but this is actually this is the front cover. Yikes. I thought I'd do the back cover first, but I guess it really doesn't matter because if I ruin the back cover, it's ruined. So we'll eat for another 2 weeks. Not that we're starving. Okay. I'm dying to talk with someone about the Crown, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone who is addicted as I am. And I'm not that much of a royal watcher. You know, there are some people that are definitely what they call royal watchers. And I'm not, but it does fascinate me. And certainly as a Canadian, it does because, you know, I grew up with portraits of the Queen in our classroom and, you know, standing beside our desk every morning singing God Save the Queen. And then I remember when they incorporated, then we would also sing O Canada. I can't remember what order we sang them in. And I'm not sure that students sing God Save the Queen anymore. And I'm not even sure they sing O Canada or whether they just listen to a recording of it. But we used to stand up and our teacher would blow on their little pitch pipe, you know, those little round discs with the pitch pipe. And whatever teacher we had would blow on the pitch pipe and we'd sing God Save the Queen. There's lots of cracks and crevices in this because it's so worn. But I think this is going to give it a new little, some new vim and vigor. All right, now what I want to do is burnish that edge. So you're mostly just, it's wax, so you're mostly just sort of pressing that wax in, giving it a bit of shine, and it wipes off any excess. Not much comes off, it really does. It's on there good, which is why you have to be, I've learned, you've got to be very careful, because it's like glitter. It'll just go everywhere. All right. Now let me take, I'm going to put my light on for a second. Sorry. I just want to make sure there's not anywhere that I've missed out. I mean, I can go back again. Yeah, see? What was I thinking? I'm going to give that a second to set. All right, I like it. Let me just... All right, woohoo, here we go. Let's do this tenderly. I'm going to turn this off again. There we go. Oh, that's nice. I forgot that the writing there, it says the World Publishing Company, Cleveland. That's in gold as well. So this really looks nice. Now, I want my crummy scissors in case I get gold wax on the blades. There. Right. Oh, so some of the paper just tore. So I want to repair that now. There we go. All right. That's where those sore little corners that are so bashed up. Good. Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. I like it. Ah, it's a little nerve-wracking, I must say. Yeah, there's a little came up there too. It's all right. We can work with that. Oh, come on. Oh, that's really stuck. All right. There we go. All right. So I see a few little areas. That will be under the fabric. There's a little area here that I'm actually going to go in with some brown distress ink. I don't want to go over that with the gold wax. So I like that. I'm happy with that. And I think it gives it a little bit more of a Christmas feeling. Now let's see how this comes out. This side's a little easier. I'm not so worried about pulling up any of the ink from the cover because this is just white paper. There we go. There. Oh, that looks nice. All right, here, I'll put the light on again. There we go. That looks very nice. Yep, I love it. So let's put our imagination hats on. And here's what the fabric is. And then here's what the trim will be. And then curved spine. Oh, that looks nice. All right, I'm happier, a little relieved after that lime green paint. All right, so I'm just going to make sure, I can't remember whether I pressed down the edges. I don't press down that side of the tape, although some of it obviously has stuck down from laying it down. I'm not adhering it with any pressure. I want it to come off carefully. I can see that I've still got my light going. I'm rather enjoying it. So, and I can't see in my phone screen. So I don't know what this looks like right now. And I apologize to you right now if this is hard on your eyes or unpleasant. Now, it's not glossy, so I'm hoping maybe it's not too unpleasant. And as ever, this wax smells so good. How am I for time? Okay. Got my timer going, so it'll yell at me if I run out. We're supposed to get quite a windstorm today. But it doesn't seem to have started yet. Wind and rain. There we go. All right, side 2. Sorry. Oh, jeepers. Sending you for a ride there. There, that's better. Now, these may seem uneven if you're looking at from this side and thinking that tape looks crooked, Catherine. It probably is, and it's on purpose because I used their original end papers as my guide for the tape. So the end papers are crooked. I use them as the guide. And I find that quite often in books. They're not as meticulous. And I mean, obviously for a 1965 book, this was probably done by machine. I doubt it was done by a human hand. So, you know, it is what it is. I find I sort of have to pat the wax on. If I'm too vigorous with the brush, it will actually almost powder remove it, which gives a nice effect if that was what I was looking for. I'm not. I want a nice bold gold and a nice clean cut line there. But I have been playing more with this wax on my own on other little test things. And it really does, if you do this really hard with those stiff bristles, this is a really stiff, old, uncleaned brush. I never clean this brush. I'll wipe it very good on trash paper, but I find that if you're too vigorous with this kind of bristle, it will sort of powder remove the thick part of the gold, and it'll just leave you with a nice shimmer, which, like I said, it actually is a nice treatment. It's just not what I want this time. God, I can see all kinds of flaked gold there. I'm going to have to clean up carefully because I've got little chunks of gilding wax under there. I'm trying hard to remember to move in that direction instead of against that edge of the tape so that I can keep a nice clean edge of that line. Right. Now I just want to make sure the edge is well gilded. Oh, here comes the rain. Oh, I like this much better on the edging than just inking over the worn out white spots. And if this wears a bit, I really think it's just going to give it more character, I think. Now I'm going to put this down for a second and close this up and get it out of my way. See what I mean? I just sort of brush off the excess, and that's how I leave it. And it seems to not mind it at all. And then I keep it attached so that I don't unknowingly try and use that on something else. It just gets used for that wax. So whether that's the right thing or not, oh, hold on. Let me put it away. Like I said, I would dearly love if someone had a tutorial on different techniques to use with gilding wax on paper. Boy, I'd like that. There's lots and lots of YouTube tutorials on gilding wax on furniture. Lots. Not much. There we go. For gilding wax on paper. Now I'm going to, this is the last time I'm going to use this one. I have made this piece of wax paper do for several tasks, and it's done. Now, I would like another piece of paper though. Just because if possible, I'd like to try not to get any gilding wax on my my poor crummy mat. All right, here we go. Now I went and did the same thing here. These are stuck together like I did on the other one. Boy, they really stick together. Thank goodness they don't stick to surfaces that well. All right. All right, fingers crossed again. Let's do it. Rock and roll. Okay. I just freehanded this side. On the inside, yes, I followed the end paper line, but for the front, I just sort of eyeballed it the way our good old Nick the Booksmith just eyeballs things, and hoped for the best. Now, I just want to make sure that there's no chunks of wax on there, because that's the nice side. All right, here we go again. Oh, you're small. I can feel the paper trying to tear there. All right, be good. Tried to tear a little bit. Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to glue you down. Interesting. This corner lifted a bit. Nothing a little art glitter glue won't cure. This side is trying to stick a little bit more, but it's still cooperating. There. Nice. Okay. I like it. That plays up on the gold here, all through here. Very nice. All right, now while I'm thinking about it, I am going to put some glue under that corner. I always find first thing in the morning, my art glitter glue likes to wake up gently. Oh yes, I hear you. Okay, hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Oh, what are you doing there? There we go. That's down. And that'll stay down because that's my beloved art glitter glue. Now let's see if you're... Nope, you're okay. All right. Woohoo! So, front and back covers are gilded. I like it. I'll do a little bit of repair work. If you can see up there, there's a little bit of white showing. And I will repair that just with a little dot of black ink. I'm going to put that well out of the way now. Now, let's take a look. I've got... How many minutes? I've got about 1.5 minutes. So let's take a look in here and look at our spine before I turn things off. So this has been in for a good long while. This has been in for 24 hours. You don't have to leave it in that long. I just ended up, oh, that's beautiful. That's hard as a rock. I like that. Some people like a soft spine. I really like a nice knock on the door kind of spine. All right, let me get this settled back down to put it back on my shelf, and we'll be good to go. So I am going to work for the rest of the day on this. We'll catch up hopefully tomorrow on how far I get. The next part is really rather dull. I'll just be choosing papers and trimming, and I'm going to be trimming a 1/4 inch off this side of the text block and trimming down those other papers. And I am going to add in, not a lot, but a few scrapbook papers. And these pages are large enough that I'm going to have to marry them together with, you know, some washi tape or some sort of, sometimes I like to use music paper. That's going to be a nice size spine, not too big, but big enough to make a really pretty book. Very good. All right, I gotta go. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a really nice rest of your day. Calm, peaceful, safe, and healthy. That's what I hope. Take care, everyone. We'll talk soon.